What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It is episode number 31. I guess you could call it part 1 of a 2-part season finale, because returning today on the back of the FA Cup semi-final win against Norwich to put us through to the final, taking on Bolton Wanderers. We're the bad guys, man. That'll be coming in the season finale part 2 later tonight, but today we've got the final 6 games of the Premier League season right now. No wins in our last 3 games, 2 points taken from a possible 9. Villa, on the back of their win against us, have cut the gap to 3 points. We're 13 points behind Spurs. We've got 2 games in hand, but I think any chance of us making the top 4 is incredibly unlikely. We need to win all 6 to have any chance. So let's dive into the first of the final 6, which we'll be playing them all today. First game, Brentford away to G-Tech. No wins in our last 3 Premier League games and losing to Villa in our last one. Aiming to bounce back here and keep our minuscule top 4 dreams alive. Come on, you Royals. Yes, I often make the joke when I'm trying to do something incredibly difficult in career mode that I've got more chance of achieving that goal than I do. Oh, Harvey, what a finish. I was going to say I've got more chance of getting married before my next birthday than I do hitting that objective. So in this case, I say I've got more chance of getting married before the age of 32 than I do in finishing in the top 4. Because technically both things are possible, but we need a hell of a lot of luck and we need to be perfect as well. We need to win all 6 and we need at least 2 teams above us to slip up in the final running as well. That is exceptionally unlikely, but all we can do is do our job. Harvey with the opener, Reading in front. Harvey nibs, man. What a player. As Matthias Tell is denied by Bennett. And, you know, I said that's why I want to keep him until he retires. He's just so versatile. Tonight, playing LM, but I've played him on the other flank at RM. I've played him in his best position, which is CAM. I've played him CF. I've played him striker. I've played him slightly deeper at CM. And I'm pretty sure once I brought him on at CDM as well. This guy literally plays anywhere and puts in a good shift everywhere. Good stop by Bennett. And as things stand, just trying to grind out a 1-0 victory to keep our very slim top 4 dreams alive. Can we do it? 2 on the clock, and I think we are going to hold on. And Brentford have one final chance. They've got to get it forward. Done a good job of just stopping the passing lanes though, and that being the case, they're not going to be able to break us down. It's not always about just going after the ball and hunting it down, but instead positioning your players to make sure that the passing lanes forward are blocked off and all they can do is go sideways or backwards. We'll grind it out, back-to-back wins in all competitions for the first time in a few weeks. And that's the first of the 6 I would say we need to have any sort of chance. Harvey with the winner. So we're 11 behind the Magpies, who have now gone into 4th, though we do have the game in hand on them. So we can cut it to 8 with what would then be 4 games to go if we win our following game away down the road. But again, it's not just Spurs who have now dropped to 5th. It's them, it's Newcastle, and it's Chelsea as well. Taking out all 3 to come from nowhere to snatch 4th place. I don't know, man. Like I said, all we can do is do our job and then just hope for a miracle. Following game, first one of May. Leeds away, then a road again. All we can do is do our jobs, man. 5 to go. We just got 1 win. Now let's get another. Come on, you Royals. Obviously, already thinking about next season. And, you know, I'm not really thinking about the chance of us playing Champions League that strongly. But European football for sure is ours to throw away from here. Mainly now, if we're winning the FA Cup, taking on the Championship side, Bolton Wanderers, are winning that, of course. There's, Sam Greenwood hits the post from a tight angle, give us European qualification. And then, of course, you know, either 5th or 6th would do it as well. So really, one of those 2, I think we should be able to do 1. So I'm already thinking next season, if we do go into Europe, who are we going to look to bring in? And who are the players that we'd look to replace in this team as well? It's got to that stage of the season. I don't know if you guys are the same as me. When you get to this stage, it's the end of the season. You need to concentrate on the games, but you're also got one eye on the summer transfer window not far away and thinking, how am I going to improve this team in that window? But of course, a lot is going to depend on the budget as well. Since the same began working with small budgets, I'm anticipating the same sort of problems again. I mean, you'd think, theoretically, if we were to make Europe, the board would finally give us a decent amount of cash to play with as Joel Perreault fires in the opener. But based on how this save has gone, the fact we started with a lower budget for this season than we did last year, even though this is our second season in the Premier League. Great drilling by Dennis, by the way. yeah, you just never know, do you? We might go into next season, the Europa League, with like a 7 million budget or something. You just can't predict what the Reading board are going to do. I guess you could call it realistic, right? Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think as Espria plays a great through ball, Femi! Yes! The dreams might be ending today, but instead, right before the break, we find a leveller, 1-1. Still think as the second half's underway. Ooh, only a win will do. A draw is basically a defeat, and at this stage of the season, a defeat is basically a season ender. There's no way as Reggie slips it through to Femi. And Dooney! A spray shot blocked and put behind for a corner. A draw at this stage will end it. There's no way we'll make the top 4 with any slip up whatsoever, draw or defeat in our remaining games. Tobias delivery, Amdouni! Zeki Amdouni, the number 9, puts us in front as Reading come from behind to lead, just like we did at Wembley. Big Z with a big goal. Playing basically as defensive as I possibly can now. I've not got a striker or a centre forward out there. I've got basically every man behind the ball as Perot is denied by Bennett. And just trying to see this game out with 7 to go. Yep, no striker out there as Nibs. Oh, come on, ref. It's got to be at least a booking. We're just going to grind this out here. No. Perot chips one in and Bengay, who I've just brought off the bench to just shove in the back line, heads it away, but it's not clear, and it goes again, and Nonto's header clips the bar, and goes over. Leeds desperately looking to get a point, but instead, with basically the final attack of the game, Bennett time wasting on the goal kick, that is going to do it, and Reading are going to hold on for the 3rd game in a row and grind out a 1-goal victory. It's unconvincing, it is, let's be honest, poor, all things considered, but it's still a win. Reading's slim dreams remain alive by closing it out through the skin of our teeth. Massive comeback victory at Ellen Road. With Crystal Palace beating Chelsea, that does give us a chance to move into the top 6 with a game in hand on Maresca's side and only 2 points behind, but still 10 behind Spurs with 4 to go. Again, we got the game in hand, but really we need to win all 4, and Spurs and Newcastle need to lose all 3 together. The likelihood is so slim, but again, we'll keep going until it's mathematically impossible, and at least still try and keep ourselves in the hunt for a top 6 place with destiny now in our own hands. Following contest Leicester at home should be a bit of a banker here to get our 4th win in a row in all competitions. Let's make sure we do and keep those very slim top 4 dreams alive. Come on, you Royals. Great to see Leicester back in the top flight, I must say. Obviously got a very credible draw with Spurs on their return as well. You know, a lot of people talking about the 3 teams that came up this season, just like last year, and saying we might see the same thing again. You know, all 3 promoted teams going up, going straight down. I think Leicester could stay up though, I really do. You know, obviously got the point against Spurs, and you got to remember as well, like, it wasn't that long ago they were playing Champions League football, Premier League winners, FA Cup winners. Granted, the whole squad has changed, but the King Power's an incredibly atmospheric ground. They've got decent recent history as well. And when you've got Evergreen, Jamie Vardy up top, you've always got a chance as well, of course. Might have lost the pace he had from the days when they just send the ball in behind for him to run onto, but even so, I don't know, man. They might have lost Maresca and Dewsbury Hall, but their team's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I think they've got a good chance of staying up. And in this game here, leading by 1 early and looking to end our top 4 dreams in the process here in Berkshire. Just like at Ellen Road, having to come from behind if we are to win. And that would be, if we are to do it, as Bennett makes the save, the 3rd game in 4, counting that FA Cup semi against Norwich as well. Starting games really poorly right now. As that cross is headed and turned behind again. We are really stumbling out of the blocks, man. I tell you one player I'm a big fan of as well. He's the man between the sticks, Mad Hermansen. I mean, Leicester and good Danish goalkeepers, name a more iconic duo. But yeah, he may not be quite at the level of Kasper Schmeichel, but I think he's a heck of a keeper. I really do. And he's, again, so young. What is he, 22, 23? Still so young. Great work from Espria, but the shot at the far post cleared. They've got a keeper for a long time there, if they can keep hold of him, who is going to be worth his weight in gold. I'm a big fan. As Anderson finds Dennis, takes aim from range and Turned behind by Edouard Mendy from young to old between the sticks here at Leicester. Once of Chelsea, Mendy keeps it at 1-0 for now. Leicester still in front. You know, I said pre-game this might be a bit of a banker. That was doing Leicester a disservice, not for the quality of the team, but also for where they are in the table right now. They're in the bottom three, yes, but they're fighting for their lives down the bottom, man. They need the points more than we do, really. As the Asprilla finds Anduni, waits and waits and waits. It's got to be... It's 1-1, and it is. 29 minutes, but again, we don't need a draw. We need a win. Mendy needs to be careful. His feet here, and in the end just hoofs it long. 11 to go. Go on, Skipper. Win that, win that, win that. No. Clearly feeling the effects of the injury still. What a ball through, and this might do it. This might do it. Broadbinding out to win the header. He didn't. Traore hits the dagger. And a win that might keep Leicester in the league and stop us having any chance at top four. I think it's over. Big call. Brought out Binden to win that header. And I knew if he didn't, there was going to be no one in behind to cover. Great! Oh my goodness! Edouard Mendy with the save. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, to get a point is basically a defeat anyway, but at least it would have given us a chance with 4 minutes to go. What a save! And I think... I'm doing it denied again. Leicester are going to hold on. Couple of massive saves by Mendy. And it'll drop to Nibs. His shot is blocked and Leicester will clear. And that is short. Yeah, that's going to do it, handball. That is going to do it. 2 massive saves by Mendy that might well keep Leicester in the league. They come to Berkshire. They said, banker. The bank is closed, Doxy boy. Foxes get the win. Any chance at top four is now mathematically over, and the chance at top six has been spurned as well with 3 to go. Huge defeat, and Champions League football will not be coming to Medeski next season, but it was always incredibly unlikely. Man, and with Spurs losing, we would have cut the gap to 7 and still had the game in hand as well. Again, basically still impossible anyway, but at least we would have had the slip up we needed. But forget it, it's over now. 10 to go, 3 games remaining. Mathematically it's gone. We could still make the top 6, but with Chelsea 2 points clear and having a better goal difference record, we need to win all 3, I would say, to have a chance. Starting with this one, able to bounce back here, remaining in Berkshire, penultimate home game of the season and the first of the final 3. Again, top 6 will guarantee Europa League football, so let's at least try and get that. Come on, you Royals. 6 to go before the break. Still deadlocked at 0-0. Once again, really struggling out of the blocks here. And whilst we might not be behind, we just can't like start with the same intensity we were in the first half of the season. Don't know whether that's a mental thing or perhaps tiredness. I'm not sure. As McGree offloads, Bond, Anderson, great save with Goodman. Will take the little bit of luck. Tapia turns in his second of the season through the rebound. Very fortunate goal, but we will take it. Reading in front before the break. This has been a poor game. 17 to go. But like I said earlier, if we've got to grind out 1-goal victories, we'll take it. Whilst top 4 might be gone, top 6 is still doable. And again, for those that missed the last episode, because Leicester won the Carabao Cup, really only 6 should give you European qualification via a league finish now. Because it's career mode, you never know. 7th still might be enough. We wouldn't know until the new season. But 6th definitely would. So 10 to go. Shocking game, but we're almost there. Yep, one of the worst games of the season, but considering it comes on the back of a loss, I would take a 1-0 every day of the week. That's the thing, man. When you've had a loss, I say this all the time, you just got to get back on the winning wagon. It's great if you win big, but any kind of win will do, just to make sure the loss streak doesn't get extended and built upon. We'll take it. Tapia's lucky goal, the difference maker. 2 to play. Yep, 2 games to play. This, our final home game of the season, and the title could be won in Berkshire. Unfortunately, not for us. Yeah, Man City in pole position, 1 clear of Arsenal and 2 clear of Manchester United, but have a game in hand on both of them. If they'll win tonight, they'll win the championship. But for us, 5 behind Chelsea in 6th place. The only way we can overtake them is with back-to-back wins, and Chelsea losing on the final day. I'm not too sure we're going to be able to do that though in what has been a very inconsistent patch of form. Even so, we'll try and stop Man City winning the title today, take the title race to the final day, and take the rattle for 6th place to the final day as well. Man City, penultimate game of the season on Wednesday night. Come on, you Royals. It's always kind of cool when you have a part to play in the title race, even if you're not directly involved in it. So we could, again, take it to the final day, which would be a 3-horse race on the final day, but only if we hold Man City. But as Haaland shoots blocked and the rebound turned in, I was expecting him to shoot first time. He just stopped. But in the end, the shot rebounds and is turned away Chevrolet. Unfortunately, this is such a world-class Man City team. I don't think we've got much chance today, even on the back of a grind-out 1-0 win against Palace. Make no mistake, man. At the end of the season, Man City, as we know, turned into a win machine, and they are absolutely ruthless in their consistency. I really can't see them failing to win the title today. Or tonight, I should say. It's Bradley Barcola's offside. Yeah, people make jokes about Man City being a win machine at the end of the season because of the robotics of it. But it generally does feel at times like it's just so automatic. They'll go into a game, you just think they're going to win. They're going to win. What is it, match day 33? They'll win. Match day 34? They'll win. Match day 35? They'll win as Matteo drills in the second, just like he did for Man City at Stamford Bridge last weekend. It's just what they do. It's just what they do at the end of the season, man. They just simply do not slip up. 2-0 down, 8 to go before the break, and I don't think there was any chance of them not being crowned champions tonight. Just on it from the first whistle. I don't know what I was doing there. Haaland wins it back. Matteo looking for his brace, gets it. That's a goal of my own undoing, though, to be fair. A gift, and the gift basically given to Man City. Not just a goal, but a title as well. Yeah, my apologies to the chasing pack, but unfortunately, you asked me to stop them. I was not able to do so. 3-0 down, and it's only half time. No, this is ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. And don't get me wrong, as Matteo bagged his hat-trick, this is the level we want to get to at some point, but we've been taught a very harsh lesson tonight. And that is, we're not even the level below the level below. I mean, we are that far off this sort of calibre of side and this quality of team. Absolutely destroyed out there tonight. Oh, good. They're just toying with me now, man. They're just playing samba football. It's party atmosphere, and they're pulling out the party tricks. This is ridiculous. It's not going to be 5, is it? What a way to win the title. This is just destruction and demolition in Berkshire. 30 minutes still remaining. We've played 2/3 of the game and there's still 33% to go, and I wish the final whistle would come now. It is 5, it is over, and never mind your epic 3-2 comeback wins over Aston Villa, never mind your iconic Aguero moments. This is a different sort of title win performance. It's domination and then some. We have been taught a harsh lesson in Berkshire. Guys, no matter where you want to get to in the future, you're a long way off us right now. This is where I had that infamous document that I keep referring to that I need to create to see all the stats on this, because this might be... Oh, I don't believe it. I think it is. I think it is now for sure. My heaviest loss in FC 24. Haaland once again hesitated before shooting, but clearly he's just toying with me out there, man. Because he's got the goal to make it 6. And yeah, I think this is it. I think this is my heaviest loss in FC 24. Embarrassing way for our season in Berkshire to come to an end in our final home game. But listen, when Man City turn it on, they just don't know how to turn it off. No shame in getting beaten by the best in England right now, but the manner of the loss is still a bit embarrassing. Yes, I don't have the official statistic record, but I feel quite confident in saying that is my heaviest defeat in FC 24. Matteo bags the match ball, and it's somber celebrations from Man City at best, even though that game is the one that's just clinched the title for them. And it means that we will guarantee to finish in 7th place as well. Final game in Berkshire, and that's how we say farewell to the home fans. Getting beaten 6-0 with my heaviest loss in the FC year. Yep, let's end on this, the final game of the league season. Let's try and end on a better note, shall we? Our final away day, it's Bournemouth in Dorset, where, to be fair, actually we could finish in 8th place if Aston Villa win and we lose, but they're away at Stamford Bridge, who are going for 5th on the final day. So I feel quite confident we should just get at least a point to make sure we guarantee 7th place, and that's all we would need anyway. So yeah, final game of the season, Bournemouth away, and heading to that FA Cup final, I don't want to go into it on back-to-back losses and 3 defeats in 4. So let's return to anyways and finish the league season strong. Come on, you Royals. Bournemouth's future very exciting, of course. A lot of young talent there. in Dorset. They've got the new consortium in charge as well with the takeover too. I know there's been a lot of talks for, well, a very long time now that they'll be looking to build a new stadium. But to be honest, I don't really know what's going on there because oh, he just can't get a goal. I've started him today. Hasn't scored since season 2. Kelvin still looking for a goal to end a 2-season drought. But it feels as though talks have been going on for them, trying to find some new ground to say new ground, you know, a new site, if you will, to build a new stadium. But I still don't know when that's actually going to go ahead. To be honest, but even so, today, final game of the season, just want to return to winning ways here, man. Any means necessary heading into that cup final. Have played a few players that probably won't be here next season, including Kelvin, CJ, Panzer, I think are all probably going to be leaving, possibly McGree as well, to be fair. But great save by Travers after the block, still 0-0. Harvey to Gruev, nice ball through. You can see I'm looking for him, man. I really want to get Kelvin a goal. This might be one of the longest droughts I've ever had for a striker in one of my teams. 2 seasons. 2 seasons without a goal. Oh, what a way to get it! I don't believe it! Kelvin! Ebeto, man! With the clipped finish! Over Mark Travers, what a way to get it. Had to start him today, man, because he's not going to feature in the FA Cup final. And I think this will be his final game for the club. Bournemouth trying to play out from the back. Rico Henry caught out and killed. Oh my goodness. Well, about I haven't scored in 2 seasons. And that's how you get it. That's how you end the drought. Unbelievable little flick. And Kelvin's 2-year goal drought is over. Oh, what a header. You know those free kicks which are put into the middle and it feels as though your players are kind of like blocked off from competing in the air? That is one of them. And when that happens, it's basically impossible to defend that. I've got 2 players going for it. You can see I'm trying to head it away with Wilhelm, but he doesn't leave the floor. He doesn't leave the turf. There are certain goals like that. I don't believe in scripting. I really don't. I want to be very, very clear. I don't want any misconceptions here. I don't believe in scripting, but there are certain goals like that where you concede. When crosses are put into the middle, you just think to yourself, when the ball's in the air, this is going in. This is going in. I won't be able to even challenge aerially, and this is going to go in. That was one of those moments there. Just felt it. And that is going to do it. So season comes to an end, and whilst we don't return to winning ways, there's only 1 win in our last 4 league games. At least it isn't back-to-back losses and back-to-back games without a goal, as Kelvin entered 2-year wait to end the drought, and we do lock up 7th on the final day, heading in to that FA Cup final. Will it give us Europe or not? Well, we won't know until the new season, but if we beat Bolton in the FA Cup final, the point's redundant, we'll qualify regardless. Top 7 though, that's what I wanted, my best, absolute best finish at the start of the season, and in the end, that is exactly where we do end up finishing. Yes, as the season comes to a close, I will take one look at the final league table where Man City are back on top. Last 2 years, Arsenal won it in the save, but for season 4, Guardiola's men are back in pole position. Arsenal did stay in the top 4 though, in 3rd place, Manchester United 2nd, and Newcastle in the end managed to get 4th on the final day. Spurs finishing 5th, and Chelsea in 6th. We of course ended up finishing in 7th. It is a new club record for us. And to be fair as well, much improvement from last season as well. Maybe not defensively, that took a step back, but going forward, much more goals. 50 still not a lot, but considering last season we only scored 22, that's more than double. I said this season we need to score more, and we did. At the start of the season, I said top 10 was my aspiration, 7th or 6th at the best. In the end, we do indeed get 7th, with Villa, Liverpool, and Everton are making up the top 10, and that's the bottom 3 in the end. Despite Bournemouth lost to us on the final day, draw with us on the final day, sorry, they do finish in 17th place, and the bottom 3, Brentford, Luton Town, and Nottingham Forest. As for the individual awards, well, Rasmus won the Player of the Season and was the Golden Boot winner as well with 26 this season. Harry Kane in 2nd, his goals coming in vain in the pursuit of silverware. where have I seen this story before? Well, it seems to happen every year for Kane. Haaland in third, Martinelli fourth. For Liverpool now, of course, and Yerrin Pino in fifth place as well. Ziki Amdouni, our new number 9, did also get in the top 20 for goals as well with 13 and 30. Really solid ratio for our new big money man up top. And Saka won the assist title by 1 clear of Wilhelmer in his debut year for us. He flew out the blocks in terms of assists, then kind of calmed down a little bit. To be fair though, the ratio, fantastic. 13 and 28. That's our just under 1 in every 2. Amdouni and Espria are also in the top 25, and it's back-to-back Golden Gloves for Bennett. A slight step down from last season in terms of clean sheets, but even so, back-to-back Golden Gloves for the teenage American as his stock continues to rise. But of course, as we know, despite winning the Golden Glove back-to-back and being considered the goalkeeper of the tournament, his form still shows up as bad, and he doesn't make the team of the season either. EA have really got to work on this. Onana beats him to the team of the season award between the 6 and the back 4 is Estupina now at Manchester United. Kivior, Militao and Jordan Teze. Midfield 4, Martinelli, Guimaraes, Odegaard and Saka. And the top 2 Scandinavian boys, Rasmus at Manchester United and Erling at Manchester City. And once again, Rasmus, player of the season this year for Manchester United. And that will do it for part 1 of the 2-part season finale, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return with part 2 of the season finale, where we'll take on Bolton Wanderers, the Championship side, in the FA Cup final, where I have had the luckiest run to the final ever, facing EFL sides all the way and in the final as well. Surely massive favourites heading into that one to win what will be Reading's first major honour in club history, going into their first ever FA Cup final as well. EA gods, I'm saying thank you in advance. Thanks for watching, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the season finale part 2 of the Summer Career Mode very soon.